Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Pisces, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Pisces, I hope that you're doing well. This is a reading all having to do with messages from your future self, and it was inspired by a meditation that I did many years ago, where my future self thanked me for all of the effort and energy and struggle and triumph that I went through in this present moment. That your future self will thank you. So what are the messages that they want to give you today? And I'm very excited because I have two brand new decks that I'm going to use for this reading. They're really beautiful. The Healing Heart Oracle for the overall energy, and this amazing lenticular deck. It's both Oracle and Tarot, and it's the Mira Visions deck by James Eads. I bought it. It's always good, if you can, to buy it directly from the artist, and it's absolutely stunningly beautiful. It's dual image. And I did, for the Cancer reading, I did use the Mystic Mondays, which is an oldie but a goodie for clarifiers, because Spirit wanted me to use that as well. So cards have been pre-shuffled. Angel, spirits, guides, let's get an overall energy for Pisces, please. Pisces. Okay. You got number 35, which reduces to an 8. The Strength card in the Major Arcana. Rejected heart. Transform heartbreak into inner strength. Rejected heart. Transform heartbreak into inner strength. Look at that card. How beautiful is that? Looks like this beautiful modern dance. This dance of two people. Ooh, this feels very twin flamey. But it doesn't have to be. You know, the Strength card is all about a mastery over the ego. The egocentric part of ourselves that, you know, is there to keep us safe. Sometimes the ego also keeps us in fear. If you did experience a rejection recently, then I'm so sorry that you did, because it sucks. But at the same time, there's this understanding that when we reject people or people reject us, it's somebody in the situation had to make a move because their ego or their instinct or their place of protection told them that it was the right thing to do. So I've rejected people. I've been rejected. The Spirit keeps saying this and that are true. You may be dealing with a Gemini. It's not always easy. It's not black and white, is it? But it's almost as if, it's almost like now I see Spirit kind of as this character, kind of lifting you up, like bringing you into the fold of their love, into the fold of their ethereal energy. That's what I kind of see here. Rejected heart. So I'm going to pull 8 cards for the base spread. And if I have to pull from Mystic Mondays, I will. Past, present, and future. advice from Spirit. This deck is very heavy, very dense. One more. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. In the past energy, the Page of Swords, and it's the Weaver on the flip side. Page of Swords talks about curiosity. Could also talk about a little bit of trying to look into, you know, in modern tarot, they often talk about the Page of Swords as like the little spy, like looking at a person's social media, asking around about them, wanting to get some more information. With the flip side being the Weaver energy, it's almost like I feel as though in the past energy you were just trying to make sense of something. Like you're taking all the information that you gathered and you're putting it together and trying to create a narrative. I identify with this. You know, but why did she do that? Why did he do that? And then like thinking about it ad nauseum and trying to understand all the like different scenarios, motivations. We can never really be in somebody else's head. Half the time I find that people don't even know their own motivations. Especially if they're self-sabotaging, forget it. Like, if there's somebody you've been embroiled with and they're self-sabotaging or you're self-sabotaging, half the time you don't even know. It's just fear. It's the fear of potential rejection when it hasn't even happened yet. I see 3 ladies across the street. They have boxes and boxes and boxes of takeout food in their hands. And they're all chatting with each other. It's like lunchtime for these office ladies, I guess. They're all chatting and giggling and with their boxes of food. It's almost like I see the 3 of Cups energy now. Do I have the 3 of Cups here? No. I see 3 of Cups energy where it's like friends coming together. But yeah, why did he do that? And well, I think it's because of this, and maybe it's because of this. Right? That's not always the most helpful energy because we're not taking something at face value, which is a very strong theme that just came up in the Cancer reading. This could be a continuation if you have Cancer in your chart. To look at something just as it is and to not read too much into it. I just saw a TikTok video this girl posted talking about this very concept. Limerence. It's this idea that when someone is, I suppose, I'm not exactly sure of how to, I'm assuming it's a verb. Is it a verb? Limerence. A state of being? When someone is in limerence, that they take a scenario and then it automatically creates narratives inside their mind to a place where it almost gets to a point of fantasy. So I'll give you an example. One time, I really try not to do this anymore. It's hard though, because I have a tendency towards that because I'm very visually oriented. And so I see pictures in my mind. And one time, a guy that I liked gave me a book, what I thought was very, very old book. Like he got it at a vintage bookstore or an antique bookstore. And we had been talking about things we studied in school, and I just thought it was so cool that he got, because everything he did was cool, right? He gifted me that book. And I thought it was one of the most thoughtful things anyone had ever given me. And we had been talking for a while, and I thought, oh, for sure he likes me. And I'm not even kidding you. The very next week, he had a girlfriend. And broke my heart, but it was almost as if, to a certain extent, when somebody gives you a gift, you can put meaning into it, but I just took that gift and I just created this scenario in my brain when he was just being a friend, which is also a beautiful thing. I didn't see it that way at the time, though. But that's when those 3 women walked by, it was almost as if I saw that happening. It doesn't have to be women. Could have been 3 guys walking by talking about how many videos have I seen online where guys are projecting their text messages and psychoanalyzing all the things that the girl said, right? It happens. But I just see this trying to... Oh, I just heard, oh, the webs we weave. It's clarified by the world card. Life on Earth. It's really striking me right now that this character here and this character here is void of color. I mean, very slightly. It's like limerence. It's like hugging a ghost. Hugging something that has no... It's not a tangible thing. The World card is Major Arcana number 21 and talks about ending a cycle, ending a chapter, and beginning a new one. Almost as if you knew in the past energy that you had to put a stop to this behavior because it was driving you mad. Let me get a clarifier on that. 7 of Pentacles in reverse, precisely. 7 of Pentacles in the upright is planting seeds and watching it come to fruition, wondering if one should still invest in something. You came to that conclusion, no, not worth the investment, not worth... I invested so much already, and that's all I have to show for it. That's what the 7 of Pentacles in reverse is all about. You let go of something. It could have been really difficult. 7 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Trees. 8 of Pentacles talks about investment. What's crazy, I'm not even kidding you, now 3 guys are walking by. That's bizarre. They don't have any food in their hands, but they look like school kids. By school kids, I mean college kids. But I'm old, so I called them school kids because anybody under the age of 30 just looks like a baby to me. But the 8 of Pentacles talks about investment, high investment into something. Sometimes it can talk about a workplace. So this could be somebody you work with or a scenario at work. Doesn't have to be. But here, by the time we get to the 8 of Pentacles, we are making the investment. We do find that there is something, could be something else that's worth our time. Because we know that it's going to result in something really prosperous, abundant. This feels like such a manicured city. I want to call it a manicured city. Things are really laid out very carefully in the present energy. But clarified by the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands, 5 of Embers. Geez, what a powerful card. This card talks about, well, it can talk about inner conflict. You know what I feel from this energy together? Look at that. Couldn't be more different, right? I feel stubbornness in the present energy. It's almost like, but what if I don't want to move on? What if I know that I need to move on, but I don't wanna move on? I liked what we had. I liked what it was. You know, I've said that to friends when I've gotten into scenarios like this. I liked what we had. And they just say, did you? Because you were always so stressed out about it. And then I'm like, yeah, I was. Looking at things at face value. This is your own diligence and hard work, though. This is your own level of investment. It could be difficult. It could be difficult to start over. Maybe it's also difficult to be brave for yourself because you don't want to make the same mistakes. To that, I would say the fact that you're recognizing the mistakes already puts you ahead. And I feel like that's what your future self would try to say to you. That what's different this time around is the fact that you're cognizant, you're self-aware. You can read people more easily. You can anticipate things a little bit better than you could before, right? Because you did end a cycle. We end cycles when we've learned lessons. So let me get a clarifier. I'm going to get a clarifier for the Five of Wands. What's this conflict about? Thank you, Spirit. Hermit card in reverse. Is it safe for me to love? I just heard. You know, there's a card in some oracle deck. I don't even remember which one it is. Oh, it's like, maybe it's like the Angel Answers, Doreen Virtue. I don't actually know. I feel like it's that deck. But the Hermit card, Major Arcana, number 11. Excuse me, number 9. Number 9? Yes. Hermit retreats away and is in a very singular, contemplative energy, but you got this card in reverse. Coming out of hermitude, coming out of isolation, but feeling really vulnerable and asking yourself, is it safe for me to love? Is it safe for me to talk to somebody new? Even if it's not romantic at all, you just want to try something new. Is it safe for me? I'm scared. Is it safe? I asked specifically for a clarifier for this card. Why so much chaos and conflict in the mind? Because there's fear. Is it safe for me? What if it's a scary scenario out there? But then, like, what if it's not? What if it's just this cool, calm, and collected and organized space? Manicured. Like, if I was looking at like a utopian environment, it kind of looks like this. It's something that you're creating for yourself. You have the ability to do that. You're fostering it. I saw the word foster when I looked at the watering can. Spirit wanted me to say you're fostering it. Because look at what's going on in the future energy. 10 of chalices, 10 of cups, 10 of lotuses. All these beautiful lotuses that grew out of the mud and the muck and the darkness came up towards the light, and now they're blooming. They're glowing. They're fully formed. 10 of chalices, we can see this couple here on this tree looking so lovingly at each other. 10 of chalices is the 10 of cups. It's wish fulfillment. It's bliss. It's happiness. It's like high level happiness. This could be with a divine partner, the Hierophant and the Phoenix. Look at how gorgeous that is. The Hierophant in the Major Arcana, number 5. It's a different kind of 5, though, isn't it? Representing Taurus energy. The Hierophant character is like a religious or spiritual person or leader that acts as a conduit between this world and the next. Well, this world and the divine. So it could be a body of teachings that you could be reading a sacred text and getting some insight and wisdom from that. And it's imbuing you with this sense of renewal and upliftment. God, that's so beautiful. You know, Spirit wants me to pause on this for a moment. They almost want to say, it's kind of like with this Phoenix energy that, you know, the expression is the Phoenix rising from the ashes. But we don't always need to bring ourselves to the point of annihilation to learn the lesson. Usually when that happens, it's because we've refused to learn the lesson. And so Spirit just keeps giving you test after test after test. And it's not to be mean, it's to allow you to see what you're actually worthy of, right? Because believe it or not, even if you see something like the bull in the mirror, when you look in the mirror, other people might look at you and see the Phoenix. And as I said that, the sun is just blasting through my window. Other people might see you as radiating light, where you may see yourself as just this bullish figure. I just heard fuddy-duddy. Oh, I'm so boring. I'm such a fuddy-duddy. I don't think so. I don't think that's how other people see you. And it's just about a recognition of that for yourself. Can I please have a clarifier on the Hierophant, Spirit? Look, the Lovers. It's like we're not for everybody, but we're for somebody. Somebody who is going to see a mirroring in you, right? We attract what we are. We attract what we are. So if you start to see yourself as this energy, if you start to see yourself as this abundance, look at the way these two characters are looking at each other. Take that as a synchronicity. The Lovers is all about choice. Can also be about divine partnership, union. It's the choice to see yourself this way. What is Spirit's advice? The Death card and past lives. Oh my gosh. This deck is making my endorphins fire. It's like making everything's all buzzy. I just love it so much. Beautiful energy. Death card is endings bringing new beginnings. Quite frankly, right? The Phoenix rising up from the ashes, all wrapped up in the Death card. Right? This is Spirit's advice. This is your future potential. Spirit is saying, it's time, Pisces. Give your past one last hurrah. Thank you for your service. Thank you, past lives, for your service. Appreciate the cosmic lessons. I'm ready now. Look, what are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? The Fool energy, Major Arcana. I'm ready now to start over and take a leap of faith, to believe in myself, to put an end to what no longer serves me. That's powerful. Gotta believe, though. Magician in reverse. Spirit's advice. You can't doubt yourself for a second that you have this kind of power. Magician is the master manifester and uses all 4 elements of all 4 suits to their advantage. So bringing heaven to earth, bringing manifestations into reality. What you can see in your mind, you can have right there in your hand. But you have to believe that you have this inner core, this power to attract. That's your reading, Pisces. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Pisces.